always easy.
I walk into the party, my name is at the door. I get myself a drink as I make it to the floor. I walk into the party, get my name at the door. But they want more, it's me, do you wanna take a picture of me?
Oh, Jesus Christ, this past week was all over the place.
Lei Shen, week 3. Yes, that's right, week 3. We extended once again. So we're sitting here about 15 minutes, 10 minutes to raid time, and the group's filling up. Getting ready. I think someone put out the extension like 5 minutes or at raid time.
Last week when we extended, I decided to be a little paranoid about this. I'm like, okay, we're not going to extend and zone in until we're totally sure that we have the comp necessary to fucking get some attention on Lei Shen. The next week, however, this week, we got to 20 people and I'm like, okay, I think we're going to be good to go here.
We had 23 people. Suzu hit that big extend button. We walked in, clear trash. We sit on Lei Shen's platform.
All of a sudden, we don't have 25.
4 last-minute AFK posts, and then there were a couple AFK posts from like way before.
And this sucked, because if we didn't have to do that, I mean, losing an entire day when you only raid 3 days a week, that really, really hurts.
This is Lei Shen. He's a boss. He has abilities. They hurt sometimes.
So we get in there Wednesday, and we start really awful.
Everything I saw from Wednesday was just kind of a waste of time. Wednesday shouldn't have happened.
I don't know how to nicely say it was just fucking herp-a-derp circle jerk session. Because we sure as shit weren't there for raiding. It was bad. Really fucking bad.
I typically don't get very angry when we're raiding. I enjoy raiding, I like doing it. Sometimes I'll get a little bit upset, you know, and I'll just have an outburst or something, but I've never been, like, shakingly mad in a raid with Big Crits, like, ever. And Wednesday was the first time I was just so fucking angry I could not even contain myself. It was terrible.
We had, like, an hour worth of just, like, screwing up Phase 1.
We were still having issues in Phase 1 transition despite it being the same fucking thing every time.
We're wiping to shit that we already know.
Big Crits is very skilled at getting an opportunity, holding it in his hands, being like, this is a golden opportunity to become better. And we like to accidentally drop it, and then step on it, and then, like, slip on the remnants.
Like, when this happens for an entire night, it destroys you.
I think Direct is the most majestic.
And now Thursday rolls around. And I wonder if somebody Ninja Guild transferred me or something like that, because all of a sudden I'm here with 24 others who are really good at raiding.
Everything that happened on Wednesday was the opposite of what happened on Thursday. It was the most weird raid week ever.
I guess people, like, actually wanted to kill the boss. They actually wanted to play like they fucking wanted it.
Like, we have all sorts of attempts getting to Phase 2 transition. We're learning that stuff really well.
We went from basically wiping in the Phase 1 transition the night before for the entire time to consistently get into Phase 2 toward the start of the night, consistently get into the Phase 2 transition, and then finally we started to see Phase 3 fairly consistently.
When Thunderstruck spawns, you run in, you don't get too close to the boss, you let the little ad spawn, you AoE down those then you go out and took a bouncing bolt, and it's rinse and repeat.
And of course, not only do you have to actually do real healing in this phase, you have to do it while being pushed every which goddamn way by the violent gale winds. And this, keep in mind, this is a phase where positioning can be very sensitive. If you're too close to the boss where you're not supposed to be, or too far from the boss where you're not supposed to be, you can easily cause a goddamn wipe.
For the melee, it's an easy fucking phase. For the range, it's just move back, move forth, move back, move forth. In, out, in, out, in, out. It's like sex.
Look at his teeth and his beard, you know.
Come on, I didn't even know.
Chen Man, you've probably seen every single TV show with all the time you've been on the bench.
Wow. The first time we used this strategy in Phase 3, we went in very, very low. We didn't have that many players, so we didn't really get a good feel for it. The second time we used this strat, it just worked phenomenally. we went in and we just got to fucking 5%.
It just clicked or something, and we did it really well, and we had a 5% wipe.
You know, people were yelling into mumble, you know, screaming, go, 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 you know, ignore these ads, and you know, at this point, half the raid's already dead, but...
It is like the biggest transformation I've ever seen in a Night of Progression.
It was going to be a kill for sure, but we fucked up the balls just once. Like, someone was a little bit too close to the to the group when the ball lightning spawned, and it chained into all the melee, and it killed like 6 people. And I mean, that would have been the attempt if we wouldn't have done that. Like, it was so frustrating.
Stupid priests. I hate priests. Yeah, I hate priests.
And of course, there are a lot of things if we look through like the tape of that poll. Like, oh, if we did this one thing differently, we could have won. If we did that other thing differently, we could have won. Oh, but what about that other thing differently? Oh, that would have killed it.
We know what we need to do in Phase 3. We need to just survive the cooldowns. I mean, we got a fucking 5% wipe on Phase 3. 5%. That's really close.
That was easy. 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 That was easy.
Alright, so July 2nd, the day after Canadian Independence Day on July 1st, and we were back doing Lei Shen again.
So, Thursday of this week was the 4th of July. And since our raid nights are Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, that pretty much meant this week was going to be kind of a shit show.
Not doing very good. Maybe Semi was still drunk. I don't know.
It's 4th of July week, so we don't know what the attendance is going to be like.
And so, of course, when we're talking about the 4th of July here, all the Canadians in our guild are like, I'm not skipping raid for a fucking American holiday. What the fuck are you guys doing skipping raid? Oh yeah? Well, fuck you too, guys. Why don't you put your milk in fucking cartons or jugs like a real country? Fucking Canadians.
This is like a time crunch here. Like, we just have 2 days.
Every single person in this raid can play better than this. I mean, some of these mistakes are just fucking complete horseshit.
He's right. We really can play better than this.
4 weeks, same boss. And people actually showed up this time. It was good.
We seem to have this problem all the time. Like, whenever we first start next week on Lei Shen, it's always just like, oh hey, we died in Phase 1 again.
It's like we're a bunch of headless chickens for the first hour and a half of every Tuesday.
After 4 weeks, frustrations are definitely setting in, tensions are building, and people's tolerance levels are next to nothing.
The worst thing that could possibly happen right now would be people sniping at each other, people yelling at each other, just getting frustrated, making backhanded compliments, making snide remarks about, oh, wow, we wiped again, good job, guys, it's pathetic. No, we cannot do that. That is what will just make our progression stop.
So the fact that everybody came in relatively lighthearted, you know, just the fucking around, cracking jokes, it is nice.
Thunderstruck.
Shit, I'm dead.
That's why range isn't supposed to be there.
So, Wednesday. Wednesday is our night, okay? This is the night we have to kill it. If not, we can't raid on Thursday. It's 4th of July. We have to wait till next week to kill this boss. It's the only thing that we can go to go and do.
Didn't even get our 25th until like 8:30 or something like that. And it took a while to even have 5 healers logged on. And I mean, I went into this night expecting that we were going to have not quite enough to raid, and then we just say, fuck it, call it, extend next week, and fucking kill this fucker.
Like, what? We're getting close on this boss. We're making really good progression. And every week is important.
Everybody's already in a bad mood. Semi is raging on the inside. Semi is just going fucking bonkers. He's so mad.
Feels like we've wasted a lot of time already.
And with how mad everybody is, trying to raid with that kind of atmosphere is just not going to work.
I'm down. Sprint him.
Fuck!
Just kill him.
Fuck! Oh my god, get him.
Yeah, don't.
Fuck this fucking game.
Balls are still spawning too far.
It took a couple of wipes for us to calm down. It took a couple of wipes for us to kind of be like, okay, this is what we gotta do. Let's just get in here and let's do it.
We ended up getting a 1.5% wipe. And, like... I was going to rank, like, 4th on Fury Warriors on this fight, even though I'm taking Shockwave, because I was absolutely just beasting on damage. And we ended up wiping so close. And I think Popes took it the hardest.
We're so close, and we're there. We just need that one perfect phase 3. That's all we need, is that one perfect phase 3.
I was getting really mad, especially when we got to 1.5%. I got really mad. Actually, I saved this as a trophy. I threw a beer on the wall because I had nothing else to do. I woke up the entire family. Everybody was pretty mad at me, but you know what? Fuck it.
Get War Mastery out.
I did.
It's pretty much the end of the night. Like at 10:55, we do an attempt and we get another like 2% or something, and we're like, we're not fucking going anywhere.
Midnight comes and goes, and we're pretty much all like, well, tomorrow's 4th of July, nobody fucking works, so let's just keep pulling until one of us passes the fuck out.
We finally have an attempt where everything comes together. So I mean, this is how it went down. Phase 1, absolutely perfect, nobody dies. Phase 1 transition, absolutely perfect, nobody dies. We get into Phase 2,
and then the worst possible thing that could possibly happen happens. In Phase 2, some range, I don't know who it was to be honest, it's too close to melee during diffusion chain, and our beautiful warrior orcs, the Trials Scum orcs, gets promoted up to Raider, and as soon as he gets promoted up to Raider, fucks up the chain. We spawn 8 fucking ads.
What we do is me and another DPS warrior, we use mass spell reflection, and it basically like reflects the chain lightning back onto the boss. It deals a ton of damage to the boss, like 200k or something. And you don't spawn a bunch of ads, and people don't have to worry about being super spread out. Like it's super jokes mode. So our other warrior orcs, he fucks up the mass spell reflect.
And then all the ball lightning spawn, we grip, we stun, we AoE, and some fucking how we survive. Only I think 4 people died.
And we scraped 3 of them off the floor, and we still have 1 down. So I'm kind of thinking, you know, maybe we should just call it like here.
And I was like, dude, this attempt was going so good, and then it just got like, and then we fucked up something so easy.
We go through the rest of the fight. 0 battle reses up. We go through the second phase transition, and we get into Phase 3.
So of course, that's the attempt where we finally fucking kill it.
All of a sudden, we are 30 minutes past raid time. Standing over Lei Shen's corpse. Yeah, we fucking killed it.
So apparently, the secret to our guild's success is for me to be convinced of our inevitable failure.
So we're all friggin' screaming like nerd speak style or whatever, and then it's finally over and it calms down. And friggin' Pauletti is like still just screaming into the mic, "Wake up!" Like in the most ridiculous voice.
Everything,
go
I'll taunt them.
Just
fuck that.
Yeah! Good job, guys.
And
Jesus Christ.
Wait, everyone shut up.
Shut the fuck up, bro.
So every time we kill a hard boss, I'm usually one of the first people to say, hey, how many pulls did it take us? You know, how many times did it take us to wipe on this asshole to finally go and get our kill attempt?
So, fun fact, at the end boss of the last tier, Shaw of Fear on Heroic, we wiped 241 times before finally killing the motherfucker.
So then Sib looks in his bigwigs and he's like, hey, look at this, guys. It took us 241 wipes and 1 win on Lei Shen. And I was like, how could that even happen?
Why? I don't know. It's a scary thought. Why did Shah Veer and Lei Shen take the exact number of pulls to get a kill.
Forget it! I'm speechless, forget it. I don't know what to say.
So I'm really hoping that when for Heroic Garros, there's a very easy way to suicide early in the fight, because apparently all we gotta fucking do there is pull him and then die 241 times, and then he'll just like take pity on us and fall over.
Hooray! We're done. We're done Lei Shen. We still have one boss to go, but next week.